Are you a product manufacturer or importer and confused about BIS and ISI Mark certification and wish to get an ISI Mark for your product? Well, guess what? In this video, we will share every bit of detail about ISI Mark and how to get one for your product. We have all seen this sign on almost all the products that we purchase for day-to-day use. While most of us already know, this is called an ISI Mark. What most people don't know is, what does it stand for? Let's start with historical facts first. ISI stands for the Indian Standards Institution, an independent body that was set up in 1947. The sole purpose of this body is to create and maintain quality standards in industrial production. The certification of products by ISI was finally started in 1956. Later in the mid-80s, the need to set up a stronger body was felt due to rapidly changing socio-economic conditions of the country, and thus Bureau of Indian Standards or BIS took over ISI. Although the term ISI Mark is still used, ISI Mark indicates that a certain product matches the quality standard set up by the Bureau of Indian Standards. In short, BIS is responsible for the development of standards, quality, and safety certification of all types of products. BIS boundaries are not just limited to the certification and registration of products, but it has endless functions like laboratory services, sales of standards, consumer affairs activities, training services for both national and international level, and many more. Out of them, following are the major types of BIS certification and BIS registration, which covers almost 95% of products for certification and licensing. To know more about all other certification process, check out our separate videos. Now you must be wondering, are there standards for all the products? BIS has formulated more than 20,000 standards for products, test methods, code of practice, and service across 16 broad categories. These products are all around us and include textile, chemical and petrochemical, civil engineering, mechanical engineering, steel and steel products, electrical, electronics, and many more. Here are few examples to understand this better. There is a standard for safety glass of four-wheelers, silver foil, precast concrete blocks, and even for food, toys, bulbs, pressure cookers, and helmets. Well, it's just another way of saying that there is a standard for almost every product, and a new one can be made for products not yet covered. How are standards formulated? This is the most interesting piece of detail. A body called the BIS Division Councils and Technical Committee, consisting of people from various sectors such as manufacturers, consumers, government agencies, industry associations, and other experts who collaborate to advise on formulation of standards on different products. What's more, you can be a part of this committee too. If you are interested, you can contact the nearest BIS branch office. Now let's move back to the topic and talk about who can use the ISI Mark. Are you a product manufacturer? If yes, then you will find this piece of information is quite on point. A legislature passed out in 1986 authorized the Bureau of Indian Standards to offer the various product certification to the manufacturers. This means that any manufacturer, whether Indian or overseas, who are confident that their product has the ability to meet the BIS standard can apply for product certification and use ISI Mark on their products. How to get the ISI Mark approval from Bureau of Indian Standards, Government of India? The ISI Mark license is awarded to the product's manufacturer only, whether it is located in India or overseas. There are two possible methods to apply for BIS certification to get the ISI Mark. First, the first method is the normal procedure, which consists of submitting an application at the nearest BIS office for Indian manufacturer and foreign manufacturer certification department for overseas manufacturers. A BIS officer will then evaluate at the factory level by visiting the factory to verify the manufacturer's ability to produce goods according to the standards laid down for the category. Samples are tested at the factory and outside. If the evaluation is satisfactory and the product passes the test, a license is granted and the manufacturer can use the coveted ISI mark on their products. The second method is simplified procedure. You as a manufacturer will have to provide test reports to BIS after getting your product tested in the Bureau's lab along with a complete set of application documents prior to factory visit by the BIS officer. The auditor then visits the factory for checking manufacturing capability and quality control parameters. BIS is supposed to check the veracity of the reports and grant a license for usage of the ISI mark immediately in very short span of time. Simplified procedure is fast and less time consuming than normal procedure, but it is slightly expensive because the manufacturer will have to get their product tested twice. There is one limitation of this simplified procedure, that it is not available for foreign manufacturers yet. Hence, foreign manufacturer can obtain the Indian ISI mark license from BIS only by the normal procedure. It should be noted that import of those products for which BIS license is mandatory is not permissible without the license. In case if you are an importer, then you will have to ask your overseas manufacturer to apply for the BIS certification and to obtain the license from Govt of India. Importing those products without license may cause a huge penalty in Indian customs, which may include the seizure of complete material. Let's have a look at the documents that manufacturers require to obtain the ISI mark from BIS. First, BIS approved laboratory test reports or in-house test report. Second, factory-related legal documents. Third, manufacturing process flow chart and description. Fourth, details of equipment and machineries. Fifth, details of authorized signatory and other related documents. Sixth, Indian representative details. Well, here is a question. What if quality of product is compromised even after getting ISI mark on it? Well, don't worry at all. BIS has to check conformity to the standards by regular surveillance of the manufacturer's performance, including surprise inspection and testing of product samples, drawn both from the factory and the market. Yes, you heard it right. BIS officers also visit the market to draw the product samples for a random testing in their labs to ensure product quality and safety of consumers. What is our responsibility as a customer? Consumers must look for the ISI mark while buying the product for their own safety and health, while manufacturers must encourage consumers to use only those products that are tested and certified by BIS. We at Aleph India offering product certification training and advisory all over the globe for decades. If you need assistance for any legal and technical aspects of BIS and ISI mark certification, visit our website www.alephindia.in. Write us to info@alephindia.in or call on this number 9990136656 to know more. Our technical advisor and senior consultants will help you with all the necessary information about various kinds of products conformity assessment and regulatory compliances by Govt of India. We will be back soon with another video where we'll share more interesting information about product certification and compliance for ease of doing business in India. Stay tuned. Thank you.